It's 7 a.m. from Fox 35. This is Good Day.
There's an advertising convention going on right now in Orlando, bringing in some big names. Fox News Channel's Bill O'Reilly and CNN contributor James Carville are in town, not just for the trade show, but for a no-spin zone debate. And right now, Democratic strategist James Carville, a.k.a. the Ragin' Cajun, joining us live from the Orange County Convention Center this morning. Great to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Oh, good to be with you. Good to be here in Orlando. Got beautiful weather here.
Oh, I know. It's great. All right, so I want to know, how were we able to get you up out of bed a little early to talk to us, and we couldn't get Bill?
Yeah, I don't know. He's up doing some things. I think he had to stay up a little bit later than I did. I got to come in a little bit earlier today, so I got a full night in the bunk.
Well, good. We're glad to hear it. So the big question, how do you prepare for a debate with Bill O'Reilly?
Well, I'm not sure that you can prepare for a debate with Bill. If I'm not ready to debate by now, I'm probably never going to be that way. I've been doing this for quite a while, and it'll be a lot of fun. This is a good bunch we got here. Everybody's really enthusiastic. You got beautiful convention center down here, so I'm looking forward to it.
So what kind of issues are you guys planning on tackling this morning?
You know, I'm sure the election is going to probably dominate everything. It seems to be the biggest political story going right now. You know, how that's going to turn out. Kind of curious to see what some of his views are on it. You know, mine to keep evolving all the time. And it's been a pretty event-filled season we've had here so far, and something tells me it's going to continue to be.
If you had to vote for one of these Republican candidates, if somebody twisted your arm, is there one in particular that you like more than the others?
Well, I kind of like Sarah Palin the most, and then I like Bachman, but they didn't make it. You know, I don't think it matters anymore. I think Romney is the only person in the current field that has any chance to be president. Of course, as a Democrat or just somebody that comments on campaigns, I'd like to see, you know, maybe Newton win in South Carolina and drag this thing out a little bit longer. It's kind of fun watching these guys.
As far as the president is concerned over the last 3 years, what do you think have been his biggest accomplishments, biggest victories?
Well, he's had any number of foreign policy victories. I mean, he's had any number of legislative victories also. An economy, you know, following this financial crisis, as is always the case, has been very stubborn. But it seems that there's some, you know, some signs of encouragement out there. If these keep coming through, then we might be back on track here. I certainly hope so, and I'm sure that the president does too.
As far as issues that will hurt the president in the coming election, what do you think are going to be the biggest issues that Republicans will pick at him on the most?
Well, I think that they're obviously going to try to pick on him on the sort of pace of the recovery, if you will. I can't imagine it to some extent that's not going to be sort of the central point of the campaign. I suspect that they'll talk about health care, but then they're going to have to talk about what parts they repeal, and a lot of that's going to be dominated by the Supreme Court. There'll be a decision sometime between now and the election, which will have pretty big impact on things. And then, you know, there's going to be a big debate on immigration. There's going to be a big debate. You know, who knows what's going to happen with Iran. That's going to probably be front and center in some foreign policy element of it. So we've got a lot of different things that we're going to be looking at here. I think it'd be a pretty interesting season. Yeah,
it definitely will be. All right, we're out of time. I just got to know real quick, how do you and Bill get along behind the scenes? Are you guys good buddies? Do you go out to dinner ever?
We get along pretty good. We've done this a couple or three times before, and he can be an engaging guy sometimes. Sometimes he can be a little prickly. He's kind of what you see is what you get.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing the highlights. James Carville, thank you so much for being with us this morning. It's certainly a treat to talk to you.
You bet. Great time here in Orlando. Great place. Thank you.
Take care.
John. Amy, you didn't interrupt him once. Bill's going to interrupt him all morning long. We could have got him ready.